everyone. This is MatthewJ.
And this is Nadia from
LetsTalkAboutSexes.com. Ladies and gentlemen, Nadia once again has a problem. We're talking about right now, we're going to discuss, just talking about double standards.
Of clubbing. This week's topic is clubbing.
Right.
And I feel like there's a huge double standard between men and women.
Okay, before we even get into this, I just want to say, yes, it exists, okay. What are you going to do about it? I mean, really, what are you going to do about it?
Really? That's what it is?
That's just what it is.
So we should just cut the video now.
We just start the video, just stop. End the discussion right there. What are you really going to do about it?
What do you mean? That's a huge problem.
Okay.
Why is it okay? Why is the double standard okay?
No one's necessarily saying it's okay, but the thing is, for me, I feel like it's a mental thing. You understand? It's ingrained in our whole psyche. So to change that, it's gonna take a complete
shift, cultural shift.
Yes, a complete shift in the way we go about just interacting as men and women. Of course, you were up in the club partying all night, taking shots to the face, or you know what I'm saying, just in the club too regularly on every man. I'm not saying not you, but not you in general. But I'm saying, like, if you're doing those things, of course there's going to be a stigma attached to that.
I'm not even saying it has to be something that drastic though.
Okay, what do you say?
I feel like if a girl is seen at a regular promoter's party, they're seen at every single bow tie.
Right.
That's only once a month or maybe every other month. If she's seen at every single one, all of a sudden she's a groupie. All of a sudden she's that girl where it's...
What if she is a groupie?
How do you know she's a groupie?
I'm not.
Maybe that's the only party she goes to. Maybe she doesn't party all the time, and she just goes to that one every 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8.
And
I doubt it.
Okay, so even if she doesn't, who are you? If you're at that same party every single one, who are you to judge?
It's not that I'm at the same party. On Facebook, you check the pictures. Why are you in every picture? Why is your...
Maybe people want to take pictures with her. That's not even, it frustrates me because I feel like guys can be in the club doing all kinds of stupidness and it's fine. But a girl could be sober at a club, just there with her friends.
Right.
And all of a sudden, if she's there too much, it's looked at as badly. And then the one time she gets drunk or something and she slips up, she parties a little too hard.
It's over.
All of a sudden, she's a huge party girl.
It's over.
After that one time.
No, you know what? I'm laughing right now because I think to a certain degree it's a little bit funny because of the fact that you look at the situation and something so simple could turn into a big...
Exactly.
It could turn into a big thing, right? And that's not always the case, right? But I feel like, I mean, if... I don't know, man. I just for women, I feel they get the shitty end of the stick when it comes to that aspect of it. But I just mean... Ugh.
And then all of a sudden, you're a party girl and you have this reputation that you're at every party, but you're not.
I can't even back up the news on this one. I'm sorry.
Thank you. It's so frustrating.
I can't even back up the news on this one. That's what it is, though.
But it's not fair. Like, I have some girlfriends who go to clubs. I'm not even gonna lie. They go a lot. They're there at least, a couple times a week.
Right.
But they're good girls. And I mean, mind you, okay, fine. They're in the club a lot, whatever.
Right.
Take it, whatever. But still, I just feel like the shit I hear guys say about some girls when it's like, she's never hooked up with any of your boys. I know that for a fact. Maybe she drinks sometimes, but like, so do you. Who are you to judge?
You know what?
It's really frustrating.
I just feel women are held at a higher standard when it comes to those type of things. And that's just what it is. You are held at a higher standard because you are expected to maintain that composure of a woman. You're not expected to be lying on the floor at the end of the night.
No, you know what I'm saying?
You're not expected to be passed out, puking up in a corner, bar fall up in your weave. Like, we're not trying to, that's not becoming of a woman.
No, it's not.
That's not becoming of a woman. So when we see those things as a man, you look at those things, and even other girls, I know other girls, where it's like they look at those things and they look at it as slack because they know that they will never carry themselves in that type of a way. So why is it so easy for the women that actually do carry themselves in a good and proper fashion, right? Why is it so easy for them to do that compared to the other girls who are passed out, barfing, winding up on every man, catch up on the man, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not talking about the sloppy girls because there's sloppy girls and sloppy guys. They're all put into the same category. I'm not talking about the sloppy ones.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the girls who are just in the scene, and guys who are in the scene, but guys get away with it, but girls can't.
I feel like with the whole entertainment crowd, if that's your business and that's where you make your money and you're doing your thing, that's great. But I feel like if you're just there because like for the hell of it, that's the only form of entertainment that you know of, I feel like you need to you just need to expand your horizon. Get out of the club for a damn second. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be in there every weekend.
I agree.
You don't.
I agree.
So then, why are you looking on me or the another dude because he sees you up in there every weekend when the pictures come out on Facebook and he doesn't mean he's there. It doesn't mean he's there. It doesn't mean that he's there. You know what I'm saying? One time you browse through Facebook, the pictures come up and it's like, yo, she's there. Because in every, like, you know what, in the scene, right? We're talking about the scene right now. You know you can point out, you know for a fact that you can point out, you can look at a party, you know that, okay, let's say, who's throwing a party? Somebody's throwing a party.
Let's say Specs is throwing a party.
Let's say Specs is throwing a party. Specs throws a lot of parties out there. Specs is throwing a party. You know you can call at least 5 to 10 people that are going to be there for sure, guaranteed.
I'd say like at least 20.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
that's not all girls. Some are guys.
All right, more so. We're talking about girls. We're talking about women.
Okay.
You at least 10. That would be there every week, every 2 weeks, every.
So I could say the same thing about guys though. I know just as many guys who'd be at that same party.
Well, you know what? If the gal in them was expanding the horizon a little bit more and stepping out of the club, then the dudes wouldn't be in there.
But that's what
after them.
But that's what frustrates me. Is how do you know what she does when she's not in the club? How do you know her favorite pastime isn't walking her dog at the park?
Walking her dog at the park.
Maybe that's what she likes to do. Maybe she likes to play video games.
It's a lot of bullshit.
I'm just saying, you don't know what she does when she's not at the club.
True.
For you to judge her based on what 2-3 hours that you see her in the club.
We judge. Period. Like that's just her nature. Period. We judge, and that's why the double standards exist. Because as humans, we judge. We look at something and it's like, this looks suspicious to me, so I'm gonna make a judgment without even knowing.
I agree.
And I don't agree that that's fair, but I feel like if we can't look at that and be like, okay, that's what the reality is. If you're living in some dream world and you're like, oh no, it shouldn't be that, and we're all equal, that's bullshit. I think that's so much trash.
I agree.
The reality is you will get judged based on how you keep yourself within the club, inside the club, depending how many times you're in the club, you will get judged based on that. You know, because people these days, they don't take the time to get to know you, and that's just what it is. How are we going to go about changing that? I don't have the answer for that as yet. The person who comes out with the answer for that,
let us know, please.
Let us know, because, yeah.
So would you talk to a girl who's always in the club?
Let's not get into that right now. All right, anyways, let's talk about sexes.com. That's who we are. MatthewJ.
Nadia.
Check it out.